changes our biology first. And let me explain this a little bit in more detail. So once that energy is trapped in your body, it induces changes in the body. So it changes the way the vagus nerve works, it creates changes in the psoas muscle, in your fascia, etc. And it's then and only then that we start to see the traumatic symptoms. Symptoms that can be, yes, physical, but also emotional and cognitive and motivational. So, for example, something happens, and then and only then we start experiencing constant anxiety, for example, or sleep issues, or brain fog, or even very physical symptoms such as chronic pain or muscle armoring. To put this differently, it's not that we have certain kinds of thoughts or emotions, and then these thoughts and emotions then put us into trauma. It is the other way around. The body responds first to a situation of threat, and then the other symptoms, such as depression, anxiety, or can't stop crying, or can't see the bright future anymore, they follow. They're a result of that trauma being trapped in the body. So the body takes the lead in trauma. All the changes that cause traumatic symptoms happen in the body first because it is the body that responds to threat. It's evolutionary. If there's an imminent threat around you, you don't want to lose time thinking about it. From a survival perspective, you want to respond as quickly as possible in the most efficient way possible. So when it comes to threat to your survival, the body is the chieftain. And the symptoms that we see follow when your biology changes as a result of trauma. The way to think about that is almost like if you have a garden hose and then someone ties a knot on that hose, and you end up in a situation where you want to water your garden, but the water is not running. Well, the lack of water is not the problem. The fact that there's no water coming out of the hose and you can't water your beloved plants, that's not a problem. That's the symptom of that knot. And that's exactly what this is. It's the body first. And that is the reason why we start with the body. That is the reason why talk therapy, it has limited results at the best. Trauma is not in your head, so you cannot talk it away. So every attempt to resolve it or eventually heal it has to start in the body. And this is what the so-called body-oriented approaches are about. Sometimes they're called bottom-up approaches because they start with the body and then and only then address the thoughts and emotions, which are the symptoms.